Hi, I'm Karen Porter, and I'd like to share some information about Tallassee Forest Nature Preserve. It's in the northwest section of Athens-Clarke County. It's 310 acres, and that's as big as Sandy Creek Nature Center and the Botanical Garden. It's on the middle Oconee River below Tallassee Shoals. Here's the hydroelectric facility at Tallassee Shoals, and in the distance is Bear Creek Reservoir. Bear Creek is offline, and it's filled with water pumped from the middle Oconee and shared with 4 counties. That means that before we reach the freshwater intake at Ben Burton Park, we're going to have to recharge the middle Oconee to have sufficient drinking water. Here's Tallassee Forest. It's across from Bernie Harris Lyons Middle School. There's a long entry area off of Tallassee Road that is old farm land and will be developed for nature-oriented, low-impact recreational amenities. There's the utilities easement, and then there's the backcountry that is a wild experience and will have only trails. The entirety of Tallassee Forest, all 310 acres, are covered 58% of it with a mature 80-year-old legacy forest, and that's quite impressive and well worth protecting. There's a conservation easement held by the Oconee River Land Trust that allows only low impact recreation like running, bird watching, and it protects from damaging development. There's a high diversity of plants and animals, probably because they're very large habitats. The diversity of habitats creates diverse experiences in nature. Here's Walt Cook designing a trail in the backcountry. The oak pine hickory forest covers 48% of the 310 acres. A mid-story American holly forest covers 24%. And there is an open bottomland forest that is not clogged with privet. There's also an intact natural levee that is 6,000 feet along the Middle Oconee River shore. And along it is a native river cane canebrake. This extensive a canebrake is rare in the region and is probably due to the fact that the Fowler family who owned it did not farm on the levee. Smart farmers. River cane is essential for maintaining populations of obligate species that are disappearing from the region. Also, river cane was used by the Native Americans for baskets, flooring, walls, ceilings, blowguns. And as the Muskogee Creek departed and ceded the last of their beloved land between the Oconees to the new colonies, they felt that it was pulling out their hearts and throwing them away. The environmental benefits of Tallassee are the maintaining flowing streams that recharge the middle Oconee. There's floodplain of forest and natural levee that control flooding, and there are diverse habitats and species that are preserved for future generations. The social benefits, once accessible, will have an equitable access to green space in an area that has none at this time. Activities will be for all ages. For education and well-being, certainly getting out of doors during this COVID period is essential. And parks of this kind for walking, running are the top requested amenity by citizens. Here's Bernie Harris Lyons Middle School field trip led by county staff and land trust. Here's Audubon and Ollie that enjoy visiting the place, and also There are a lot of organizations and groups that are interested in Tallassee Forest. Obviously, Athens-Clarke County and Oconee River Greenway Commission has some input and advice as to how the land is developed. Also, the Oconee River Land Trust, of course, that holds the conservation easement. The Riverview Foundation gave a grant that, along with SPLOST money, allowed the county to purchase the original property, and there is now a Friends of Tallassee Forest. Interested property owners with conservation easements and CUVAs, and also conservation-minded citizens, play an important role in protecting Tallassee Forest and the surrounding areas. Here's some additional resources and information that you may want to check out. And I certainly hope you're going to be able to visit Tallassee in the foreseeable future.